My name is Tanuj Rajput.
Hi, my name is Adarsh Singh.
We have developed a game called Checkers.
Here are the things that we are gonna discuss. First, how to play. Second, how to implement. Third, a demo of game that we have developed.
In Checkers, two players can play, and we have a board of 8 by 8, and they are placed in dark square. Now we have to decide who will play first. For this, you can fight with each other. Just kidding. You can toss a coin for that. The winner of the toss gets the black piece while the other gets the white. Each player takes their turn by moving a piece. Pieces can be moved in the following ways. Diagonally in the forward direction to the next dark square. If there is one of the opponent pieces next to a piece and an empty space on the other side, you jump your opponent and remove their piece. You can do multiple jump if they are lined up in the forward direction. If you have jump, you have no choice but to take it. The last row is called the king row. If you get a piece to the opponent's king row, that piece become a king. King piece can move in both directions, forward and backward, but diagonally. You win the game when the opponent has no more pieces or can't move even if he or she still has pieces. If neither player can move, then it is a draw.
We have used Python to write the core logic of the game and Pygame for computer graphics. In data structure, we have used 1D array. We are using an array of object named piece to store all the pieces that are currently on the checkerboard. Let's consider this checkerboard, where we are having 3 black pieces on the second row. All of the pieces that are currently on the checkerboard will be stored in a piece array. Now, we have another array of objects named skipped that will store all the pieces that are skipped when a player does multiple jumps.
We are also using a 2D array named board to represent the checkerboard having 8 rows and 8 columns. Let's consider this example. W represents a white piece object while B represents the black piece object. Hence, the 2D array allows us to store the pieces in a row-column fashion. Dictionaries are used to store data values in key value pairs, where each key is unique. We use dictionary to store all the valid moves a player has. Let's select a black piece, which has only 2 valid moves. Let's select another black one. This piece also having only 2 valid moves. But if we select a king, he has 4 valid moves. And all these moves are stored in a dictionary named valid move.
We are also using queue for storing the data packets sent and received between the two systems in an online multiplayer mode. While playing this game in online mode, data will be sent and received continuously between the two systems. Player 1 sends the data in the TCP stream while Player 2 reads the data from the stream in the same order and stores it in the queue and dequeues the data for further processing. Minimax is a kind of backtracking algorithm that is used in decision making and game theory to find the optimal move for a player. Let's see how Minimax algorithm works for finding the optimal move with an example. First, we start from the root node. Now, traverse to the left leaf node and we get -3. Then, look for the adjacent leaf node and we see a 7. Since black is maximizing its score, it will go for a 7. Now, we go to the right and we traverse to the left leaf node, we get 2. And then we look for the adjacent leaf node to the right and we get -1. Take a guess. What is black going to do here? Yes, it's going to take the maximum score 2. Now, we can evaluate the parent node and what we see is that white is trying to minimize its score. White will choose minimum value which is 2. Now, we are again on the root node. we can't evaluate this position because it's one of the child node is empty. So we traverse to the right leaf node, we get -7, and then look for the adjacent leaf node and see a -3. Since black is maximizing its score, it will go for the -3. Then we go up and then to the right, and now we traverse to the left leaf node, we get 8, and then we look for the adjacent leaf node to the right, which is 4. Take a guess, what is black going to do here? Yes, it's going to take the maximum score 8. Now we can evaluate the parent node, and what we see is that white is trying to minimize its score. So white will choose -3. Now it's the black turn. Since black is maximizing its score, it chooses 2. This entire position with all these 8 nodes evaluate to a value of 2 in our minimax algorithm. What this tells us is that black is winning this position. This is how the minimax algorithm finds the best move.